My name is Jocelyn Aubut. I'm the president of the board of the Fellowship of Christian Farmers in Canada. And I'm talking to you to give you some news from Canada. I hope you're having a good sharing my screen here to give you an update. Yeah, Jerry. Do you see this, Jerry, the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So we had our annual general meeting in April 2019, and we had a nice visit from one of your folks, Bill Brown. It's always appreciated. He is always at our board meetings and attending also our general meeting. It's very nice to have him. And also, we're looking for a new executive director. You know quite well Wayne Clark, and he's been asking for a while to be able to take his retirement. And Wayne will be undergoing an open heart surgery at the end of September. And in the meantime, he can continue his work quite regularly as long as he doesn't exert himself. So he's feeling fine. And he had this plan for a while. But it's one more reason for which we need to find a replacement. But it's difficult because our funds are insufficient to offer a salary. Wayne has been working for at least the last 10 years without a salary, which is very nice and very generous of him. He's been very committed and devoted. And I think the Lord has used them for the growth of the Fellowship of Christian Farmers. But now we need to replace him, but we don't have much funds for that. So that's a need that we have. Also, to give you some news from our different areas, Henry Jensen is in British Columbia. He's a field staff there in Western Canada. And he's been working really hard at all sorts of events. He's a volunteer also, so it's super nice of him. And he's been recruiting Punjabi-speaking volunteers to reach out to the Indo-Canadians in Abbotsford and British Columbia. There's a lot of, well, all over British Columbia, there's a lot of people from India. And he's translated also of the Fellowship of Christian Farmers in Punjabi. So it's really nice to see his heart to reach out to souls wherever they are, from whatever the background. And he's the Holy Spirit is using him, and we're quite happy with that. In Quebec, we had the resignation of Sylvain Couture a while ago. He's our field staff in Quebec, and that was quite unfortunate. He was instrumental in building 11 chapters in Quebec, but he's thankfully he had been working on a replacement for him. It's Jessinia Théagène, the black lady on the left, and she's been helped now with Robert Doran, who's taking the role of fieldman in Quebec, and she's an apprentice, and hopefully next year she'll be the field person in Quebec. So business has been going as usual in spite of the changes, so it's nice to see. There's about 60 events here in Quebec, and it's nice to see the outreach happening. Otherwise, our finances are okay. As I mentioned, we've been needing money for a new executive director, but since we've been living within our means, Our finances have been okay, but we would also like to recruit at least 3 other field persons. In the Maritimes, we could use 2 in Ontario and Manitoba and Saskatchewan and Alberta. So we feel there's a lot of potential for the ministry, and it could grow quite strongly if we had more people working at the ground level. So please pray for that, and hopefully we'll keep on working for the Lord and serving Him in our area of the world, and may God be with you also. Thank you for your prayers. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jocelyn.